I talk boxing and MMA like nobody else does. Tune into the FightBig.com podcast show. This is FightBig.com's Rick Deserves podcast.
Uncensored boxing talk for uncensored MMA talk. Tune into the FightBig.com podcast show.
What's up, dudes? It's your boy from FightBig.com coming at you on YouTube at FightBig.com, YouTube channel, Team HBO. Also, it's Thursday. I'm broadcasting live out of my lair here in New York. It's 2:30 a.m. on a Thursday morning. Yeah, that's right. Crazy like that, okay? So, dudes, turns out there's a bit of controversy. You all know by now. It's all talked about. It's all written about. It's all over the place. And, either you're on Peterson's side or you're on Khan's side. My prediction, you look at it, I said Khan was going to outbox Peterson. I said he's going to stop him in the 9th round. Obviously, I was wrong. He didn't stop him. But there's a bit of controversy, hometown decision, the pushing. Let's get into the whole pushing deal. We all know what happened. Peterson went on to take Khan's titles in a very controversial upset because everybody thought, Peterson was going to lose, except for a minority, couple people that probably picked Peterson. I imagine there was a lot of people that did that were in Washington. Anyway, you go to the pushing, the point. Push one, no hard warning, they say. Then there was another push off in the 12th round, which was ridiculous. You see the Golden Boy representatives at ringside. De La Hoya looks like he craps his pants. You see F you. He's looking right at the dude. F you. I'm watching on a 52-inch HD plasma screen or whatever. I'm laughing. I'm like, wow, okay, this is going to be interesting. So, inevitably, Khan loses his titles. Had a lot of balls going there, and Peterson had a lot of balls taking the fight there, but it would favor him. But I say balls because if he lost, it would have been embarrassing. Long story short, what do I think? It's what you think that's most important. Us, as a community of fans, a lot of people think different things. I think that Khan did edge him out on points, but he got 2 points taken away in a controversial fashion, so he went on to lose his titles. He didn't look spectacular. Like I said, if he looked spectacular and he did get that KO in defeating Peterson, he'd probably go on to be a big, huge pay-per-view fight, with Floyd or whoever else. He would have been really like a superstar here in the U.S. had he looked impressive. But unfortunately, things didn't work out that way. But if you want to know my opinion, just one man's opinion, I'm always honest. I always keep it real. I don't get influenced by what I hear from writing experts, boxing experts, this guy and that guy on the boards. Although I do enjoy going to doghouseboxing.com and checking out what all these guys have to say. But I got to say, me, dudes, I thought Khan won the fight by a little bit. And, it's not going to kill me if it's a draw. It's not going to kill me either way. But the pushing, the points, that was foul. Really, I don't believe that was cool, and I think he had like some hometown cooking there, if you want to call it that, in my opinion. And I think also Khan is going to come back. He's going to bounce back and be back on the map. But let's go to Floyd Mayweather real quick. I want to say he's one of the top guys, so I got to use a big dude like Floyd. He's huge in the game. His name. He pushes a lot off with the shove and does his little check hook pushes. Andre Ward coming up this weekend. We're going to cover that right after this. Andre Ward is fighting Froch this weekend. And my prediction from last week on that, but we'll get into that. But anyway, going back to the push thing, this is ridiculous. Really, come on. This is just blatant. He took the point away, especially in the 12th round. This referee had no business doing that, in my opinion. Now, a lot of you dudes might not agree with me. But anyway, I believe Amir Khan won that fight. In my head, unofficially, and I would love to see a rematch, even though there's no clause for a rematch, right? There's no clause. Why am I looking over there? I can't tell you. It's interesting. I got a couple of things up in front of me, and my screen is like wide. I got a Mac here, dudes. But, hey, I respect, look, dudes, if you watch my channel and you think Peterson won, fine. I have no problems with that. It wasn't like a super giant one-sided lopsided thing for Khan here. I'm realistic about this. I know that. So I respect people's opinions on both sides of the fence, but my opinion, like I said, Amir Khan won that fight, and it was an injustice that the referee went in there and took those points like that. It was just not cool. Let's get all that crap behind us, and let's look forward to this weekend. You know who's fighting? Ward Froch, Super 6 final, dudes. Let's size it up for you real quick. We got Andre Ward, super middleweight, 6 foot tall. He's got a 71-inch reach. He's 24 big wins, 13 big KOs, 0 losses, all right? And he's fighting Carl Froch, 28 big wins, 20 KOs. They're big KOs in my opinion, because he's been knocking people out. 20 people's a lot of people, dudes. And he's got 1 loss, and you know that came to Kessler, and you know Andre Ward beat Kessler. I went over this last week, and that concerns me. I looked at them both, I sized them both up, and I could be wrong. If you go through a lot of my predictions, most of my big fight predictions have been right for 2 years straight. Now, I would be an ass and an idiot if I would sit here and tell you, oh, I'm wonderful, I get them all right. No one gets them all right, but I'm pretty on point and I'm confident with my picks. And it's great when I get something wrong, because there's controversy or it's just a hell of a good fight, and it's going to happen. I'm going to be wrong, but I would say I'm 85% overall lifetime right on the money with stuff as far as picking who's going to win a fight. And I got to tell you, Ward adjusts to people's style. Froch is a great stand-up guy. He's a good boxer. He's really good. He's not a bum. He's really, really, really good. And I think Andre Ward's going to adapt to him, and he's going to figure him out. And in the middle to late rounds, it's going to be very interesting. And I'm going for Andre Ward for a decision. It's not going to be an easy win. This is not an easy fight. Styles make fights. Anything can happen. It's a beautiful thing, because boxing is amazing, especially when it's sweet science is applied. And this fight is a sweet science type of fight. It's going to be a mental chess game going on in there. The smarter fighter and the more talented fighter will come out the winner. And it could be Froch. Things happen. I could be wrong. But I'm going with Andre Ward. I think Ward's going to take him, guys, on a decision. So this Saturday, it's going down 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right? Eastern Standard Time. That's out here in the U.S. And if you're checking it out, enjoy it. I highly recommend you watch it. I think it's going down on Showtime. I didn't see if it's Showtime pay-per-view, because, dudes, I got to be honest, I can't afford another pay-per-view. I've been shelling out crazy money. Someone wrote an article recently saying that Margarito was going to stop Cotto. Now, I could sit here and tell you that, yeah, blah, 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 I was going to be right, you know, Cotto this, Cotto that, but you know what? I gave Margarito the benefit of the doubt at some point, and I figured if he didn't have those raps, he would do the same thing to Cotto. Obviously, he had those raps, and Cotto, a great champion. He's humble. I really like the dude. He's great for boxing. He may not be an elite fighter, like at the top, like Game, Floyd, Pac. I picked Cotto to lose to Pac, you know, so obviously if Floyd fights Cotto, he's going to outbox Cotto. I think Floyd beats Cotto. I think Floyd beats a lot of these guys, the Ortiz level fighters, the B+ fighters, unless he ages a little bit more. And I think right now, the Pacquiao-Floyd fight has to go down. Now, everybody's talking about Chavez or Cinnamon. In my opinion, they're overhyped, and they're making money while they can. And one of them, they're going to fight each other. Maybe Chavez Jr., Julio Cesar Chavez's son. And Saul Alvarez looks to be a tough guy. He's got red hair. He's a different look. He's going to go in there, and he's going to fight. That would be a great fight. These two fighting, I want to see it. It could be a nice little war. It could be a Nagati level of wars. I mean, does every fighter have to be an elite fighter to make a great fight? No. Victor Ortiz versus Andre Berto. See, that's the way I find out if fighters are really at the top of the level, by who they fight and how much and how often they fight. Now, these two are building up their records. Alfonso Gomez. This one, Chavez Jr. fights Peter Manfredo, who wasn't the best fight, maybe a C+ fighter. So you look at who they're fighting, they're both like right at the same level. So I think that's going to be an interesting war, actually. I think that fight's going to be really cool to watch. So that's a great thing about that. They don't have to be elite fighters. You know, we know HBO's trying to sell us gold and platinum. When we see these guys, they're top and they're building them up to be stars. But the most real boxing fans know what's up. Speaking of that, guys, I want to go to my comments right now on FightBig.com YouTube, and we're gonna start right at the top. Okay, love your style, bro. Always peep your videos before a big fight. Keep up the good work. Play in London. Town's got your back. That's cool. That's from Mr. Superfly 1. I got Wu-Tang Man 007. He's been follow me for a while, yo, I thought Khan had this shit in a close fight. I know him. I know him. I met him on Xbox Live, so we kind of know each other. That's like cheating. Hawker Mustang, that's my man right there. Khan has been improving. He has balls. Khan will win. Khan will get a stoppage, I think. Okay, so he was thinking like me. Cool. I appreciate your comments, dude, you know? So, shouts to you guys. I think the Peterson fight's a lot closer than other people think. I'm paraphrasing. I'm skipping through this. Khan has been getting his jab thrown over every fight, and he's been taking solid counters to the body during his ambush. Not to mention that he really hasn't shown that he can hang in there after 6 rounds. The last 2 fights, he spent a lot of energy missing against McCloskey and Judah. After a few rounds, the fight gets good. I'm going with the more skilled boxer, but we know Lamont needs a knockout to win anyway. Peace. That's from May out to both of them. Something like that. Hey, shouts to you guys, you know what I mean? I gotta pull in my screen. It's like really small. I got one of these wide max screens here. So dudes, keep commenting. Shout outs to Shadio Boxing too. Shadow Boxing, Shadio, my man. He left a comment on my other page. So you got Team HBO and you got this. So I appreciate all the feedback. I appreciate all the comments. Workout tips and results. Nice, Taser. Oh, by the way, I got the UFC right. John Bones Jones. He won against Machida. And I finally got our UFC prediction right. Cool. You know about my big giant Brock Lesnar versus Velasquez blunder. It was horrible. My first prediction out the box was wrong. It's got thousands and thousands of hits too because I was wrong. People love to tell you on YouTube when you're wrong. But it's okay. I'm going to be getting out of here. And I'll be back soon with another podcast. You know it. Thank you for everybody that's watching. Keep commenting. Thoughts, ideas, whatever you got to say, leave it down there. I'm always looking. Alright guys, I'll be back next week with another podcast, and the Fight Big video show will be coming soon. It's your boy Rick. Hit me up, and hopefully we get a good fight this weekend no matter who wins. Boxing fans and fight fans want to see good fights. Okay dudes, I'll talk to you soon. I'm out of here.
For uncensored boxing talk, for uncensored MMA talk,